I'm going to go over the HDR sniper rifle. Now for this weapon here, I made two separate classes for it. I made a long range sniper rifle, and I made one for the smaller maps like Shipment, and now Rust is in the game. It'll work rather well on Rust as well. So I made, like I said, two different classes depending on what I was feeling at the time. And both of them work out really well for whatever style you want to play. As far as the attachments, on the smaller map one, I put the tac laser on. It is visible to enemies, but you're playing on Shipment and Rust or something like that, nobody's going to really have time to see your laser, so it's not going to matter. I put it on just to help with the aim down sight speed, the aim walking steadiness, all of that, because like I said, I wanted this thing to be as quick as possible just to get them shots off. For the optic, I ended up putting a VLK 3.0 optic, just because, you know, I can aim down sight quicker. It's a little bit easier to see people with it, you know, compared to some of the other sniper rifles. Like you don't want to zoom in all the way on Shipment or something like that. And to me, this just felt the best out of all of them for Shipment or and shoot house and whatnot. For stock, I put the F-Tac Stalker Scout just to help again with aim down sight speed. Like I said, I wanted to make this thing as snappy as possible for the smaller maps. And then for the perk, I usually don't use weapon perks, but for this weapon I did. I went with the focus. You're going to want to play in core modes, not hardcore, because in core mode it's going to be a one-shot kill as long as you're hitting them in the chest and up and whatnot. So you're going to want to play the core mode. And what this is going to help with is if you're getting shot, you're going to take less flinch resistance, so you're going to be able to get your shot off a little bit easier. And seeing as it's a one-shot kill, more than likely you're going to get the kill before they're going to hit you 3-4 times depending on what weapon they're using. So I highly recommend using the focus. And I didn't put anything else on here just because nothing else really makes this thing snappy. So that's why I only have 4 attachments for this one. And then my other class that I did, this was my sniper class. This is like a legit sniper class here. I use this one a lot in ground war. For the barrel, I put the 26-inch HDR Pro barrel just to help with damage range, bullet velocity, because again, like I said, I played a lot of ground war with this weapon, and I like to sit back and snipe. And you could play any of the bigger maps, especially the 10v10s are perfect for a weapon like this. You could just sit back and pick people off and use it as an actual sniper rifle. The optic, I put the variable zoom scope. I like this one just because I can zoom in a little bit more if someone's at a farther distance and really line up like a headshot or something, or make sure you know I'm hitting them. So that's one of my favorite scopes. Perk, because I am using it as a sniper rifle at a distance, I put the recon just to help with the enemy nameplate range, especially like in ground war. You know, sometimes you might just be looking around and the nameplate is what's going to give the person away. It's going to pop up and you're going to know exactly where they are. Because I am hanging back, I don't really need to reload as fast, so I put the 9-round mag on here just so I can stay aimed down sight a little bit longer and not really have to worry about reloading. And then for the underbarrel, I never used a bipod, but on a sniper rifle like this, I will put the bipod on, just because usually I am laying down somewhere or I'm crouched down somewhere, and the bipod will just help with recoil. Because it is a sniper rifle, it's going to kick pretty hard, so you know, if I miss my first shot, then I can be back on target rather quickly. And that's all the attachments I used for both of these weapons. Like I said, 2 totally different playing styles, but still both work really well depending on what you want. And then for the camos, spray paint, just kill 450 enemies, nothing out of the ordinary. Woodland is just kill 60 enemies with headshots. More than likely this is going to come natural, especially if you're playing in like ground war. We got to aim kind of up towards the head, you know, a little bit higher. More than likely you're going to hit at least, if not the head, upper chest, so it won't take long to get headshots. For digital, it's just 50 kills while crouching. Again, using just as a sniper rifle. You know, I like to sit back and crouch anyways, and just try to get, you know, a little bit better recoil on it, a little bit better range and whatnot, and it just helps out a little bit, you know, when you crouch. For Dragon, kill 50 enemies in a single shot. More than likely it's going to be your 51st kills, just because this thing is a one-hit wonder. It's not hard to get a one-shot kill with a sniper rifle, especially this one. For Splinter, it's just get 150 kills using 5 attachments. Just put whatever 5 attachments you want on there, it's not going to matter. Get 150 kills. For Topo, it's just 50 long shot kills. Ground War works perfect for this because you could just sit back and shoot, you know, people from a distance. If you are having a hard time, maybe when Shoot House comes back around, use it on Shoot House. Shoot House works rather well. I did all mine in Ground War. I know some people don't really care for Ground War, so like I said, Shoot House will work. But if you get on Ground War, the variable zoom scope, like I said, it's a good one for this, just because you can zoom in farther and see them at a closer distance. For Tiger, it's just 50 kills while mounted. Again, I did all mine in Ground War. I would just mount up somewhere, like I said, and I would just pick people off at a distance and get the long shots and the mounts all in one. For Stripes, it's just 25 double kills. I did this one actually on shipment using the other setup. Super easy to use. We all know how hectic shipment is with Rust in the game. I'm sure Rust is going to be just as hectic, if not worse. So just, if you want, you know, you could try out my other setup that I recommended, and the double kills shouldn't be a pain at all to unlock. For Reptile, it's just 75 kills using no attachments. This one was a little bit trickier just because I didn't have my go-to attachments that I like to use to get my kills, but 75 kills isn't hard to do. And then for Skulls, just kill 3 enemies without dying 25 times. If you are using this as a classic sniper, more than likely you're sitting back. You could play the regular map, so you don't have to do, you know, the Ground War. You could sit back and pick people off, especially if you want to play hardcore where there is no kill cam. You get a good spot, nobody's going to see you. You could just sit there and dominate. I think I had a 15 kill streak at one point with this thing, so I ended up getting 5 of them all in one life. Because, you know, it stacks. If you get 3 kills, it's 1. If you get 6 kills with it, it's 2. You know, 9 kills, it's 3, so on and so forth. So, like I said, I had a 15 kill streak with this thing and unlocked 5 of them in one life. So, and then once you do so, you get the gold, and that's what it looks like. Pretty snazzy. I do like the gold on this weapon, like usual. Gold is my favorite. I've played with platinum on a few different weapons, and it just doesn't stand out to me, but if you watch any of these videos, you know that I really like the gold. So, hope you guys found this useful. If you did, if it helps you out in any way, shape, or form, please feel free to give it a like, and feel free to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.